Welcome back. Well, many people around the world know Wisconsin for its sports teams, cheese, and of course beer.
But now one group is trying to raise our profile of art. Joining us now is Sherer. He is a founding member of Wisconsin Art Destinations, the first art museum-based collective in the Midwest, bringing together 16 art museums throughout the state. And we're so excited to have you here and hear all about this.
Good morning.
Thank you. I'm super excited to be here.
Yeah, pretty interesting, Aaron. So you've got to talk about this whole, so it's Wisconsin Art Destinations. That's sort of the over umbrella arching name. Is that correct?
That's correct. You know, because here in Milwaukee, you're lucky because you have 4 great art museums. You have the phenomenal Milwaukee Art Museum. You have the Haggerty at Marquette. You also have the Villa Terrace, which is so special, and the Allis Museum. So you're kind of spoiled here with those 4 art museums.
We are.
But we want people in Milwaukee also to realize there's 12 other art museums out there in the state.
Yeah.
And like you said, we're all working together now to really elevate the profile of the arts in Wisconsin and encourage people to both come into the state and visit our museums, and also those who live here to travel around the state and look for that next museum.
I love this collaboration. The idea of this is so phenomenal because I think you are going to get people interested in traveling and seeing all the other wonderful places that our state has to offer in terms of art. So people are going to wonder, okay, where are these museums located? Because I want to make them a destination for the day.
Absolutely, and that's it. They're not as far away as you would think. So in the south, we have the Racine Art Museum, and then the farthest north is the Leigh, Yawkey, Woodson in Wausau, and the rest of us are scattered in between. Over in Madison, we have the Chazen at the university there, and there's also the Museum of Contemporary Art in Madison. Then we're in small communities. Just a couple examples is the Bergstrom-Mahler Museum of Glass in Neenah.
Oh, I've never heard of that one.
Yeah, and then also another really small museum, but really special, is the Miller Art Museum in Sturgeon Bay. So those are some samples. But what that kind of tells us is that the museums are all in kind of this bottom third of the state. They're not that far away from here, and we're also not that far away from one another. So it really is possible for a day trip to see 2, 3, or more of us, and certainly if you plan a weekend getaway, you can see 3, 4, or more of us.
So what kinds of art are you seeing? Obviously the one that you said of glass kind of makes me think that that's glass art, but I don't know if it really is. So what are you actually taking in, and are most of them different? Is that the point of putting these together?
So it's really the widest spectrum of art you can possibly imagine. And I believe that, you know, whether someone's a devoted art lover and they know exactly what they want to see or learn about, or whether they just like seeing beautiful and interesting things, our museums have something that will wow everyone. We have ancient artifacts, we have masterpieces by the Renaissance artists and the Impressionists, and we also have kind of the latest, most innovative work by living artists. So just the widest spectrum. And also some unexpected gems in there. You know, one of my favorites is there's a museum in Manitowoc that's in a Victorian mansion.
Cool.
And they have a beautiful Georgia O'Keeffe painting in their museum.
Really?
Yep, that's the Rahr-West. And they also have a Picasso and Warhol, so just not what you would expect.
Yes, I actually circled that in your notes. I think that's incredible. I would go there just to see that. That's phenomenal. But also, I was just somewhere yesterday where designers were renovating bathrooms as works of art. And that's one of the things also in your notes is, like, we have the Kohler arts. I mean, we have bathrooms that are spectacular pieces of art.
Absolutely. You might not think of bathrooms as artworks, but the ones at the John Michael Kohler Art Center and their new Arts Preserve in Sheboygan are truly works of art. Unbelievable. And that kind of shows that actually our buildings are just as interesting as the artworks we hold.
Yeah.
So I believe that Wisconsin's greatest work of art is the Milwaukee Art Museum.
Yeah. Oh,
the building itself is a sculpture and really unbelievable. And so we have this Victorian house I talked about, the Milwaukee Art Museum, modern architectural masterpiece, and all our buildings are really special like that in between. My museum, the Paine Art Center and Gardens in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, is a Tudor-style mansion that looks like it should be set in the countryside of England.
Wow.
Yep, that's it right there.
Or on like Lake Geneva.
Yeah, there we go. Right? Yeah, exactly.
Wow, that's cool. Okay, so what sort of exhibitions are happening in the fall? Because a lot of people like to come out and see special events at museums.
Absolutely. So that's a really tricky question because all 16 museums have special exhibitions on display right now. And I'm thinking you're probably not going to let me list all 16.
You got a minute. This is telling us so.
So I just want want to highlight two. So I mentioned the Leigh, Yawkey, Woodson up in Wausau, and every year they put on the Birds in Art exhibition, and this is a real crowd pleaser and just a wonderful exhibition. This year they have artworks by more than 100 artists from around the world. And just like you mentioned, someone going to Holy Hill to see the leaves, if people time their trip right up to Wausau, it's just the most beautiful environment up there where the museum's situated. So time it right, see the Birds in Art exhibition, see the leaves.
And everyone I know in their 40s plus is into birding right now. So that I feel like that's going to be huge. It's like a thing right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and also something you wanted to mention by HoChunk makers, right?
Yeah, so a personal favorite of mine, and I just saw it last week, and it's a very special exhibition that's at the Museum of Wisconsin Art in West Bend, and it's an exhibition of baskets by HoChunk makers.
Oh, cool.
The HoChunk people
are,
as you know, are indigenous to Wisconsin and really and down into Milwaukee too. And this is the first museum exhibition ever to gather their baskets and exhibit them to the public. And there's more than 200 baskets on display.
Wow.
And as you can see, they're really unique and surprising.
Yeah.
There's also baskets by living makers, and those are just as amazing as well. And this is a one-time only exhibition, and it closes in early November. So I really encourage people to make the effort and try to get there to see it.
Thank you for being here. And Moa has been on the show many times, so it's great. They do the sidewalk, the art, the chalk,
the art fest,
which is awesome.
It's a
great
great
seeing you. Thank you so much. What a wonderful
It's a pleasure
Aaron,
to
this
be
is
here.
great.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
All right, well, you've got to check out Wisconsin Art Destinations at their website and travel beyond your horizon. For sample itineraries and to chart your journey, you can go to the website wisconsinartdestinations.com.